To day one of me deleting my Instagram. This was so needed. Like, my screen time got so high that my mental health was starting to suffer. I felt anxious, I wasn't sleeping so well, my recovery was poor, I felt like fucking puffy in the face. And this may surprise you because you think, George, bro, like, you're literally a mentor, this is literally your job. Oh, believe me, I fucking know, I understand. Like, putting out a post to say that I'm deleting my social media is a pretty big deal for someone who does what I do. But here's something that I need you guys to wrap your head around. You don't get points for the hours that you work. You get points for the work that gets complete. I'm telling you now, today was probably the most productive day I've had in weeks. You know, I woke up, I was able to complete my money now or money later task. All of my clients will know exactly what that means. Essentially, what we do, guys, is we spend the first hour of our working day every day working on things that grow your business and actually make your business money, okay? Whether that be creating inbound opportunities for people to inquire with you, whether it be outbound messaging, whether it be nurturing relationships, whether it be building launches or building marketing or whatever it may be, we focus that first block on making the business money. Now, some days of the week that's bigger for me. On a Thursday, that first block is 3 hours deep, and that's focused on making the business money. The reason that wasn't so deep today is because today we do check-ins with clients. But anyway, besides the point, the reason that I'm kind of, I guess, creating this series and the reason that I want you guys to start to see some of the benefits of deleting these things from your phone, WhatsApp and Instagram are now off my phone. I only access them from my laptop. When I open my laptop, it's time to work. I don't procrastinate, I don't scroll, I don't look for inspiration, not to fucking find anything. Like, I actually go on to do the work. And, you know, all of my clients have been responded to, work's been complete, messages on Instagram are sorted. You know, this is my content for today, which I'm going to be posting on YouTube because I promise I do a lot more long form stuff. And I've already scheduled a ton of posts to go out over the next couple of weeks because you can use that feature on Instagram. And I just think, like, we did a bit of a review for a lot of our CEO clients today on the call today. And we had them look at what their current screen time is and start to figure out, like, where they're leaking time, where they're wasting energy, where they're putting effort into the wrong areas. And I really, really, really do believe that the biggest constraint for especially business owners that are looking to, like, scale is just lacking mental bandwidth. You're so in the business, you're just on your phone, you're always available, you respond within 2 minutes. Your responses are like a sentence because you're so burnt out and you don't have any time to think. And, you know, instead of actually getting home, sitting at a laptop and giving someone a proper response, you're stood in the queue at Sainsbury's buying yourself a bottle of Diet Coke to suppress your appetite, and you quickly just putting together a message to just make sure that you can be fast. And it's just no way to run a business, you know? It really isn't. Like, it just gets you to a point where, you know, potentially you burn yourself out just from doing stupid shit that isn't fucking important. So this is why I've decided to make that move of deleting my WhatsApp and my Instagram from my phone. And I'm going to trial it for 14 days and I'll let you guys know how I get on. So far today, my screen time on my phone has been just over 2 hours. My screen time on my laptop, I need to double check, but I've got far more done. And that's the most important thing. All of my client responses or check-ins have been sent across to them. Plans have been built. I've had catch-up calls with clients. I've run a group webinar with clients. I've trained with a client and actually sat down with him and we had a bit of a business meeting as well. As well as building out our London event, which you guys are going to be finding about very, very soon. So in case you're thinking, oh, I could never do that, I'd have anxiety, this is the best I felt, and it's only been one day. So I'll continue to update you guys on what that looks like. I just think, there was a celebrity who said this. Who is it that said this? It may well have been Cillian Murphy. I think it was Cillian Murphy. Anyway, he said that he doesn't carry a phone with him because he doesn't like the fact that people can just contact him whenever they want and expect a response. He said, if you want to contact me, you've got to email me. And I love that because that's just setting a healthy boundary with people. Sure, you can go meet people in person and you go for a coffee and you go for a walk and you go for lunch and you arrange work and whatever, but I mean, you don't have to go that extreme, but that is one example of a boundary. And I think that the larger your business grows and the more successful you become, the more you're gonna have to learn to say no. You know, for full transparency, I do say yes to a lot of things because it brings new opportunities, but damn, like, you'd be amazed how many things I say no to. Like, you really would. Like, I have to often turn down invites or turn down opportunities or turn down things that most people would jump at because I have to ensure that my values and my vision drive every decision I make within the business. And sometimes that means doing things short term that I don't love to do, but it also means that I get to spend more time doing the things that I do want to do, which is, you know, actually going for evening strolls around where I live. I mean, this is where I live, guys, and I've not really been fully taking it in. So in case you're wondering where I live, so where we've just walked from down there, that is Ushuaia. Right there, that's Ushuaia. Don't know if you can see that. This is the Dubai Eye. They sometimes do like drone shows over the top. Then over here you've got the address building, you've got JBR, which is kind of like, this whole area here is JBR, yeah? Then Mike Thurston lives over here. Behind that, behind all of these buildings here, guys, I was gonna say bro, but behind all the buildings here, that's the marina behind that. You've just got people partying here as you do. And then back here is Marina Gate. That's Princess Tower right there. So if you know any princesses, you know that that's where they'll be staying. And then this road here with all the cranes on it, because they're building loads of stuff, is the road leading up to Email Beachfront, which is where I live. And I live down there. And I've not really had any opportunity to like sit back and take this in. Like I moved here 7, 8, 9, 10. I moved here 11 days ago. Oh, another party. I moved here 11 days ago and I've not even walked down to this bit yet. And it's just because I've been so buried in my phone, not looking around, looking up, seeing life. You know, there's a saying from a Tiger Woods book that I read once and I love it, and it was like, don't forget to smell the roses. And what it means is, like, there are all of these amazing things around you. Look up from your fucking phone, experience life, see shit, do stuff, meet people, like fucking explore. None of us can do that in the pursuit of growing our businesses if all we fucking do is have our phone in our hand 24/7. And I see people push this as a narrative. Work harder, do more hours, hustle harder, get in your DMs, be on WhatsApp, be available, be quick, be fast. I've fallen into that trap. All of the, like, people who push that message haven't figured out yet how to work smarter, you know? Yes, success does love speed. Yes, you want to be making sure that you are working hard. Yes, you want to push yourself to grow to bigger and better heights. But if that then means that you use your phone as a coping mechanism, you've just lost the entire fucking point. So many people use their phone as a crux. You know, they're not getting dopamine from anywhere else, so they just doom scroll. And then you start to look at all kinds of fucking shit. And you just waste your life away. But it's just drifting past. I mean, fuck, I turned 30 in October. And I honestly thought to myself, this year has been one of the greatest, but also one of the hardest years of my life. But I also look back at this year and think, right, one of my goals for next year is to give myself more time to do fun stuff. Give myself more time to live. Give myself more time to see people. Give myself more time to do things, you know, and experience things, because although I do get to do that, and although I do have my weekends and, you know, I do have fun and I do enjoy my life, the happiest times in my life, and ironically also the times in my life where my business has grown the most, is when I've taken the most time off. So don't let time be the thing that stops you from doing all the stuff you want to do. Like, make the time, just like I'm doing, you know? I can't remember the last time I recorded a YouTube video because I've been so in the business and so like messaging people, responding and doing stuff and fixing fires, and like I've not even given myself time to record like a 10-15 minute video. But anyway guys, I'm gonna leave that there. I've got a nice walk back to my apartment now. But if you like these kind of videos, let me know. The thought behind it was just to be straight to the point, drop some value, drop some wisdom. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.